Please don't forget to like and comment, folks. It really helps us out on the algorithm. Thank you so much. Welcome to Valor and Victory. If you're a big fan of Advanced Warfighter or any type of sort of tactical game like that, you're going to absolutely love this. And today we're actually jumping into the Battle of Arnhem. We're actually going to be doing the Major Lewis push for the bridge here. Essentially, we will be the allied attacker against an SS defender. This is going to be a tough one for sure. No dice bias. You can put this on favor one attacker or the other, and we're going to keep the turn length as designed. Now, I do want to take a look at our order of battle here. So we are going to be getting quite a lot of paras. It looks like Hopkinson, James, a Bren gun, and some grenades. There's not a whole lot here, and we're taking on a German squad with some snipers, some machine guns. This is going to be tough. Let's hope the Red Berets come out on top, of course, and let's start that scenario. So we are starting off, or I should say, it is our turn to start off. However, we need to actually push forward. In this initial command phase, we're really just laying our troops down and making it into town. I have no idea where those Germans are going to be, but probably somewhere in one of these buildings. I just want to make it to this first group, and I'll be fairly happy. Now, as for the initial command phase, there's not all that much I want to do right now. We actually want to move to the fire phase. So I'm actually going to push there. At some point, we do want to get to the actual movement phase, but we're not quite there yet. So as you can see, there's really not much going on in the fire phase. We are going to proceed, and now, guys, we are going to do the movement phase. I like how the game also provides you a pretty basic tutorial here. In this case, we're not going to need it. We know more or less how to approach. But what we are going to do here, so there's a different form of movement. There's assault movement, there's standard movement. We are going to move with standard movement. I'm just going to get some guys into that building. So first para is going to be right there. If the Germans, of course, try to cut through the south, we will be prepared. With Lewis, I am just going to push forward over here. I am on the road, but as long as we get into that building, I feel fairly safe. Again, just some position where we can at least provide fire against the enemy. But I'm guessing they're going to be on this side of the courtyard. So I don't think we're actually going to meet up with these guys right away. But it feels fairly safe to at least have some soldiers moving into town. So our Red Berets are going in. Let's go. AI defensive phase. This could, of course, be the enemy trying to push, but they took no action and they moved into the assault phase. The cool thing about this phase, let's assume that you got an enemy in the next apartment block. This is going to be the phase to push them, to assault them, of course. Now, we don't have any enemies, as I can see, in this apartment block. They could be over there, but we did use that assault phase just purely for movement. Now, I'm hoping they don't have any vehicles. I don't think they do. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, in the order of battle, what they do have, which is a real danger to us, is more men and some MG-34s. So I want to try and get in there quickly. So again, that's going to be the defensive fire phase. We have nothing to do in that phase. And this is the AI advance phase, so they can maybe push up a couple more units. But what I really want to do, guys, is get into that building. And as you can see, we also have calls for artillery, mortar, and air support. Unfortunately, none of these units have that right now. Again, we're paras behind enemy lines. What do you expect? So now, going to the movement phase. There we go. Already, I'm starting to see some enemies. You best bet I am not moving from this position. I'm also going to take Hopkins, put him over here. Now, we've got two different units over here, and we can actually load, unload units, but we're not on a vehicle, so there's really no need for that. Put this guy over here, and I'm going to put him in this building. I'd really like to try to cross the street with him, but I'm afraid we're not going to make it. I'm going to go for it, though. Oh, that's not good. We got some guys on the street. Here we go. I'm going to leave them right there. AI defensive phase. This is their chance to fire. Okay, they missed. We got lucky. Okay, James unit is taking hits. They missed James unit. Again, serious luck there. Now, as for the advance and assault phase, I don't think I want to mess with it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. It's okay. It happens. I don't really want to mess with the advance and the assault phase. We can actually move some of these guys over and keep some there. So let's try that. And let's push. It's going to be the Axis turn. Now, we do get a defensive fire, I believe, during their turn. Whew, once again, James made it out. Those buildings are providing quite a lot of cover. But we just took some casualties amongst the paras. And again, the AI move phase here. And this is going to be the defensive fire phase. Give us a chance to score some hits. Let's take a look here. All right, we're going to open fire with James. Maybe not. He's got some really good defensive bonuses there. If we could try to get a grenade over, that's the situation. I don't think we can. Is it possible they really can't see him? They should be able to. Still not really sure why we weren't able to fire there on the defensive phase. We're going to have to focus on the assault phase then. It is still our turn, so the command phase allows us to really get dirty here. I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to move to the firing phase. It's really a shame that Hopkinson cannot be here for the firing phase, but this is an okay start. We just want to go ahead. There we go, opening up. Again, we did not manage to get a hit. We missed. We're going to fire again, though. And they do have that defensive cover from the building itself. That, of course, can be a real problem. As for the movement phase, I want to get these units into these buildings quickly, guys. That simple. Boom, boom. That's good enough. Get this guy boom and boom. That is good enough as well. And I want to make sure to get this guy in this building. Again, just covering the enemy. We'll let the Axis do their defensive fire phase. We've now got them covered from multiple locations. But some of our units like James, they are getting pinned from all this fire. So hopefully a flanking attack will be of use here. We do have an advance and assault phase. I could try to go for it. I'm actually thinking we might be able to go ahead and push in. If not, this is going to be a rough phase, that's for sure. But we are rushing across, trying to close the enemy in here. I'm going to leave him right there. And we actually did get a rally, but with the enemy directly in front of us. Not sure how effective that rally is going to be. Looks like they missed Hopkinson crossing the street. Here they will get them and manage to actually kill a few of Hopkinson's men and get a Valor bonus. So as you can see, Lenson's men now have a Iron Cross for their defense. So we definitely want to try and overwhelm them, get rid of those elite units, and make sure they're not a threat in the future. So here we go. Yeah. It's going to have to work for now. We are going to get quite a few shots here. Unfortunately, we didn't bring this para unit because they have grenades. Would be extremely helpful. And again, I don't see any other enemies here, so I'm not going to mess with them. Let's just proceed to their advance and assault phase. All right, here we go, guys. Back to our turn. And to the fire phase. Let's hope this works. It's a shame the fire phase occurs before the movement phase. I mean, I get it, but a real shame there. And because of that building, they are getting such good defense. Now, we did actually inflict a casualty point right there. I'm kind of surprised by that. I'm just going to hold with that unit, see if we can go ahead and get an attack this turn. So we're in the move phase. I'm going to take our para. We're going to get right there next to Lenson. And look at that. Counter fire. They actually managed to get some casualties on us. Damn well done. We'll try to get this gentleman here, this para here. Of course, it's a dangerous position. Just to make sure we can't be targeted by Bauer's unit, we're going to move this way. And that's right into the building. Again, no assaults right now, unless we want to push forward with Lewis and try to assault with him. And you know what? I'm going to move him over here, just to see if we can't find any additional enemies. So we're putting Lewis right there, very close to the enemy start location. Did not expect them to see us from there, but they are spotting that unit. And now the advance and assault phase, guys. We've got to take Lenson out of commission. Let's take the paras and let us charge. There we go. We pushed through, boys. As you can see, we did take some losses, but ultimately we took the position. And now we can see Naup's unit right there. I'm just want to try and strengthen these positions as best I can. I'm going to get Lewis into that building as well. So now, of course, we're all on this western side of the street. I'm hoping it's an effective area to be in to take on the existing German units. I'm really glad we overran, though, that Knight's Cross unit there. They can eventually be a real problem. Keep your heads down, Hopkinson. And I'm thinking our best bet is to cross that road. That doesn't seem likely. That seems very dangerous, to say the least. All right, so we do have some defensive fire, guys. Once again, you can see the bonuses here, the modifiers, which increase the enemy's chances of withstanding this attack. Nonetheless, I'm going to fire with Lewis and with Hopkinson. Any chance we get to do some damage, we're going to take it. All right. It's a real shame we don't have any sort of air support, but that is simply not in the cards for us. Get to the firing phase. Again, Hopkinson is going to have to be our designated marksman at this point. Nice! We actually hurt some of the Germans in that building, guys. Definitely did some damage to them. Wonder, can we get another shot? I'm actually going to wait with their fire and assault phases. So it's our movement phase, and guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to avoid fire from this unit and get into that building. Ooh, he took some casualties, but I'm hoping we could still push and take Knopf's position. Again, I'm going to move this guy just where Lewis was. If I felt I could make it all the way across, I'd go for it, but I don't really feel I can. Let's just move these guys here. Axis defensive fire. They could root Lewis out of the building here, but they're going to focus on Hopkinson. That's an initial miss, and guys, our advance and assault phase. This is where it all pays off. Is it going to work? Man, I sure hope so. Let's go. We did it. We took it with Lewis, guys, just barely. We lost 6 men taking that position, as you can see. So, not easy, of course. Not even remotely easy. But we did the best we could. So we're going to end the turn there. I'm not sure if those units are going to hold. We are still making it to the German position, but I'm hoping all they have left is Valor there. Hopkinson, of course, taking some additional casualties. We've lost plenty of men trying to push this village. For defensive fire, simply going to fire from all buildings. We already did some casualties, guys, and pin the enemy. It's going pretty damn well as is. However, still plenty of enemies to kill here. Not too bad, not too bad. Again, not much I can do for the command phase. We are simply going to push. The fire phase is ready. And we could, of course, start firing right now. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to move this unit forward. What I'm really tempted to do is get James over here to join Lewis. But that's simply not an option. Now, as for the movement phase, again, we'll go here, we'll go here. It's going to be their defensive fire phase. There's no doubt they're not going to fire at Lewis. There we go. And he survived. His men survived incredibly, but that group is getting weaker and weaker. As for advance and assault, guys, This is way too risky, I think, because advance and assault would mean we assault next turn. So I'm simply going to turn over to the axis. And this is 6 of 6, so it might be too late for a win here. I think we're supposed to rush for that area. All right, we got to try and take that defensive fire phase. This is our last chance to inflict casualties on the defender. And there's that sniper! You gotta be kidding me! Nice! Our men killed the sniper. Unbelievable. That was lucky. That was a lucky shot for sure. We're still loading that building with lead, but I think that's all we can really do. Wiping out the sniper and having just Valor there at the end is a good feeling. Although I think if you matched all these guys together, if you stacked them all, we'd have about the same amount of men. We're just a little more spread out, frankly. And there we go, guys. So we did get a loss so damn close, man. 63 to 72%. I don't think we necessarily even had to take the location. We just had to destroy Bauer's unit. That would have given us a little more percentage points, I believe, in terms of victory points. But that was the goal, getting there in 6 turns. So much like Advanced Squad Leader, you do want to get to those positions quickly. But I just wanted to show you guys this DLC and what you're going to get with it. So I did give you guys a little taste. I don't want to show you every single mission, but you can sort of guess from the ones you see here. Of course, you can play as either the Axis or the Allies. That's totally up to you. You can also do a hot seat game with friends. So if you're having a party at your house or something like this, or out at a friend's house, this is a great game to play hot seat, you know, just sort of trade off on who's going to play who and have a blast. As always, guys, I ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe to these videos if you enjoy what you see. It really helps us out on the algorithm. Thank you.